Hi, everyone. You may be wondering what I mean by the title of today's conversation, Blind to Unconditional Love. First, I want to talk about a love song I heard recently that was a hit in 2024. The lyrics of this song really hit home with me, and that is what led to the title of today's conversation. The name of the song is Die with a Smile, sung by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. The lyrics are, I just woke up from a dream where you and I had to say goodbye. And I don't know what it all means, but since I survived, I realized wherever you go, that's where I'll follow. Nobody's promised tomorrow. So I'm gonna love you every night like it's the last night. Like it's the last night. If the world was ending, I'd want to be next to you. If the party was over and our time on earth was through, I'd want to hold you just for a while and die with a smile. If the world was ending, I want to be next to you. Ooh, lost, lost in the words that we scream. I don't even want to do this anymore, 'cause you will already know what you mean to me. And our love's the only one worth fighting for. Okay, those are the lyrics. Uh, After hearing this song for the first time, it reminded me of my best friend who passed away almost 9 months ago, last August. It was not until during the last few months when I was caring for him during his terminal illness that I realized how much I loved him and what unconditional love truly means. In the lyrics, it's not until he was faced with the saying goodbye in a dream that he had a wake up call of how deep his love was for his partner. And with his sudden knowing, his epiphany transformed his heart, mind, and soul, and his blinders he had on to unconditional love came off. How many of us are still sleeping with blinders on? Most of us take our relationships and partners for granted and assume they will always be there. We forget time is precious and no one is promised tomorrow. Some of us unknowingly spend our time waging war instead of engaging in love. It was a hard, painful lesson learned when I spent a few months taking care of my best friend who I took for granted would always be there. Life is too short, and there are no warnings or guarantees about how long each of us will live. Let us consider this question. If we live every day knowing how much time we had on earth, would we continue filling our days with stress, anger, sadness, toxicity, and unhappiness? Or will we be more intentional, conscious, and wise in how we choose to live our life? Would we waste time on people or things that aren't important in the big scheme of things? Or will we be more selective in whom we allow to have access to our hearts? And above all, the most important question worth considering is, would we choose a life of happiness, cherish those who truly care and love us, and reciprocate that love? Um, Let me just say this again. These questions are really um, worth worth thinking about. Um, so let me just say these questions again. If we live every day knowing how much time we had on Earth, would we continue filling our days with stress, anger, sadness, toxicity, and unhappiness? Or will we be more intentional, conscious, and wise in how we choose to live our life? Will we waste time on people or things that aren't important in the big scheme of things? Or will we be more selective in whom we allow to have access to our hearts? And above all, the most important question worth considering is, would we choose a life of happiness, cherish those who truly care and love us, and, and reciprocate that love? Or, as the song lyrics say, if the world was ending or our time on earth was through, how would that knowledge impact our choices and shift our mindset? At the end of the day, it's all about love. Love is truly the only thing that matters. The last line in the lyrics says it all. Our love's the only one worth fighting for. If you think about the things we fight about or get upset about every day, it's taken up time and doesn't add value to our life. Partners fighting against each other when they should be fighting for each other in their relationship. Let me say this again. Partners fight against each other when they should be fighting for each other and their relationship. Many of us are under the assumption that we have the luxury of time. The luxury of time is a false belief. The luxury of time means having plenty of time to accomplish something. Folks, we need to understand that time is limited and definitive here on earth. We must not take for granted whatever time we are blessed with while we're still alive. This topic may seem somewhat depressing, but what would be even more depressing is being blind to unconditional love and realizing too late that we truly loved someone when time runs out. So I just want to stop right here just for a few minutes and say why this really hits home with me is um, I think we all tend to take time for granted, okay? Because most of us, a lot of us live a long life. We've seen people live a long life. So we assume that we ourselves will live a long life. But really, as you know, you hear on the news every day, there's young people dying as well as old people dying. So, truly, we are kidding ourselves if we think that we will live a long life. Now, of course, we should have a positive, outlook, and we should think positively and definitely hope that we all live a long life, right? But I just what the whole point is here. I just want to say that because I've been through this experience of losing a loved one, um, during those few months, if you go back and look at my videos from I want to say from May of last year until August, there's a lot of things that I've learned through that process, and the grieving process was really a real true eye opener. And now and like I said earlier, as I was caring for my truest friend during the time when he was ill, I realized how much I loved him. And I believe he realized too how much he loves me. I think he's always loved me. I mean, we were once married, so the love never died. Okay, just because people go through a divorce, it doesn't mean the love dies if it's real. Now I know there are a lot of couples that have divorced and they didn't end in a positive way, and that's a different story. But in a situation where two people can still remain friends and respect each other after a divorce, it's true love, folks. I mean, real love lasts forever. Okay. And so I just want to say that from my own experience, um, hindsight's always 2020. And if I would have known how much time he had left, I definitely would have done things a lot differently. I would have cherished him more, definitely would have spent more time with him. Um, so I just want to stop here and just make that known to all of you that um, to really take a moment from your day and just really think about what's really important in your life, okay? And like I said, the things we fight about, most of the things we even fight or worry about is trivial. It's not that important. um and so it's not until you experience the loss of a loved one, that of someone that you truly loved, that's when it that's when you realize, I believe, what love is all about, and how meaningful and short life is. Okay. This song, Die with a Smile, truly captures the raw emotions and deep feelings when we love someone unconditionally. If you're wondering whether you have unconditional love for someone, then let me repeat the main chorus in the lyrics again now. See if you can resonate with the lyrics. If you can resonate within the depths of your heart, then you are aware and fully understand the meaning of unconditional love. The main chorus is, wherever you go, that's where I'll follow. Nobody's promised tomorrow. So I'm loving you every night like it's the last night, like it's the last night. If the world was ending, I want to be next to you. If the party was over and our time on earth was through, I'd want to hold you just for a while and die with a smile. If the world was ending, I'd want to be next to you. To die with a smile is a rarity we don't see or hear too often. Die with a smile symbolizes to me the significance of being and living in the present moment and only taking the love and happiness with them when leaving the world. How many of us spend our whole life investing in material things, pursuing fame and fortune? We don't we know we can't take those things with us to the grave. Yet, many of us continue down that path hoping to somehow find happiness. Let me say this again. How many of us spend our whole life investing in material things, pursuing fame and fortune? We know we can't take those things with us to the grave. Yet many of us continue down that path, hoping to somehow find happiness. In the afterlife, in heaven, the one thing that truly matters is love. Love is what lives on forever, and the only thing our souls take with us when we pass on. As it's been said, love never dies. And if love is the only thing that transcends time, then wouldn't it be in our best interests to live a life in the pursuit of happiness that leads us to unconditional love? Let me say this again. If love is the only thing that transcends time, then wouldn't it be in our best interest to live a life in the pursuit of happiness that leads us to unconditional love? In summary, may our journey open our hearts, minds, and souls to seeking happiness and love. May we always choose to live fully in the present and never take life or loved ones for granted. And someday, when our time is up, may we leave the world not blind to unconditional love, but lovingly and knowingly die with a smile. Okay, folks. This was a rather short video, but lately, the last couple of weeks, I've been on this kick about the songs and the meanings behind the lyrics. And every now and then I'll come across a song that has a lot of meaning, and I just feel the need to express my feelings on the song, and then try to really think about what it really means. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave all of you some food for thought about what unconditional love is. And if you like this video, please click like and click share. If you have any comments, please put them below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can be posted on all my upcoming videos. Okay? So thanks for watching, folks. And until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.